Hi there, Jonathan here again, and today it's Friday the 24th, about 10:15, and so it's day 54 of our journey to 240k. So we're nearing the end of sort of month two, so excited to see where that ends up. Today I'm going to talk really about a slightly sort of crazy idea that I had on Wednesday evening. And what I've done about it, basically probably going against almost probably my own advice and starting a brand new funnel, but I'll talk to you about that in just a second. So firstly, what happened yesterday? Yes, not so great, down at 607 in terms of sales. Ad spend of there he goes, 345, which ended up being about $460, which gave us $262 in profit. So yeah, I mean, it's okay, nothing to particularly get excited about, but we'll take that. So where are we at today right now? I think that's 307. I just haven't refreshed that. Just so that's it. Yeah, so we're at 307. It's 10:15 in the morning. So that's pretty good if we can hold on to some steady sales throughout the day. We should see ourselves back over that 600. But you absolutely just don't know. So I'll probably check in with this later on today. Anyway, so let me talk about the idea for a new funnel, which actually came from a conversation with a couple of other people, a few other people who are building funnels, part of a group coaching program I'm a member of, and someone had this idea. They actually got a funnel and a course in the teaching people how to paint sort of portraits. And they were talking about the idea of creating a program that is all about creating your first portrait. So it's going from nothing to actually having that first portrait. And it really made me think about, well, actually, I could probably do that for the guitar side. It's all about, playing your first song, which is often, an ambition for people when they first start. They're thinking, well, if I can play a song, then, I'm well on my way to playing the guitar. So yeah, I had that idea, and basically also is the fact that I actually we do have a course specifically for complete beginners in the Guitar Coach Academy. So I was thinking, well, maybe I should just look at representing that offer, sort of packaging it and making it focused on that very specific proposition of playing your first song. So that was the idea that came out of Wednesday night. So basically on Thursday, I did everything. So I sort of created an image for it, put together a sales page, and even started some ads, all in basically 24 hours. So let me show you that. So here's a simple sort of package. So the whole idea with this is to work out how fast I can test the idea, test the concept, and see if it's got any legs. Because obviously I don't want to waste time on things that really aren't going to go anywhere. And plus, really, should I even be doing another funnel? Probably not. But being sort of entrepreneurial, like many of us course creators, you just can't help yourself, really. It just looks fun and interested to know what will happen. Anyway, so I want to figure this out quickly and easily. Is this going to fly? Is it worth my time and effort? So I say what I did, I created this image for it. I then went and built a sales page, which looks like this. So this is the proposition: how to play your first song, even if you've never picked up a guitar before. So this is a simple sort of sales page, talking about what's in the course. As I say, I already had this course, I just had to represent it. And basically it's, put this together pretty quickly. Obviously put it together yesterday, And testing this, it's at a $37 sort of price point. And yeah, so that was the sales page. Put that together pretty easily because obviously I'd already got some information and copy from my other course, which was actually is still called 6-Week Guitar. But as I say, I just got the information, so I was able to represent it. And actually, this is the funnel itself. There's nothing to it. There's just an order page and a thank you page. So there's no upsells, there's no order bumps, there's nothing because I don't want to waste time on stuff building things out if fundamentally the proposition isn't going to work. So it's really more about the ads side and can I find an audience, can I engage an audience. Obviously I need to put the sales page together to actually test whether if I can drive traffic, would they convert. But I know there's a lot of work still to be done on this. This is like the basic level of testing and understanding. So I say I set up some ads. It's very simple ads. So there's just 2 static image ads and a couple of bits of copy. So again, really basic level testing because I would just want to understand, is there an opportunity? Is it worth my time and effort? So you can see I've set a daily budget of £25 a day, and my plan is to really let it run for probably 4 or 5 days. So my investment will be £125 or roundabouts there to test this idea out. So what I'm looking at straight away, this was yesterday. This is the key bit that I'm looking at is this unique CTR all. So I've talked about this before in previous videos. This is really a sort of a level or a gauge of engagement. So it's an indicator as to whether it's finding an audience and it's basically just in that stopping the scroll. Is it building that curiosity to start to get people interested? And then from there, are people actually going on and going, I want to learn more, I'm going to click the learn more sort of button. So it's not only what these numbers are, but as I've said before, it's the relationship between them, because obviously it's knowing that people are curious enough to stop and read and then from there go on to click. Now in an ideal scenario, these numbers should almost be a sort of a 2 to 1 or maybe 3 to 1. So if this was 7%, or I would expect this, say there's a 7.5, I would have expected this to be about 2.5%. So 2.5% or above. Same with this is 6. I would expect this to be between 2 and 3%, and actually that's sort of on its way to being there. So actually these are good indicative numbers. Now obviously this one is higher, but that may be purely down to it's a slightly more quirky image in the ad. But I say these are just really basic static image, no videos, no carousels, no nothing. It's really a simple side of things. So I'm interested to see what this CPM number. Again, I've talked about that previously, but I know compared to my other campaign, this CPM is high, but it may well drop down over time. So I say, well, let's have a look at where we are today. Today, again, the CPM is still high, but these numbers are more aligned. So yeah, that's about just over 30% of people there clicking through. That's a little bit higher still, probably up to 40% of people who have stopped who've then clicked through. So these are good indicative numbers. Obviously nobody's bought yet, but I haven't really had enough traffic to work that out. So yeah, this is where we're at on this super quick test. As I say, having set the whole thing up in 24 hours, and now we're letting it run and see what happens. So this is a good opportunity if you're at this early stage. This is all about getting that quick test out there, because this is effectively a brand new funnel, even though there's a similar audience to what I'm doing. It's a very different sort of proposition. So this is something I'm going to be continue to track through over the next 3 to 4 days, as we're coming into the weekend now. So I won't really be doing anything on the funnel. On my main funnel, I've still got a couple of split tests running on the opt-ins and also on the offer page. So everything seems to be ticking along okay. So I'm just going to check in on the numbers over the weekend, then probably come Monday or Tuesday have a more detailed look at how things are going and start to talk about the next level of split testing we're going to be running. Okay, so that's all for today. Enjoy your Friday, and I look forward to catching up with you tomorrow. Okay, bye for now.